Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch 88. Watch 88.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. The pin on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards on the ground. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Second and goal from the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hand him out, hand him out. All day, baby, all day.
McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 here. Play action. It's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Looking to throw. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On second down, Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
McCaffrey, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Newton on 1st down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. on second down, McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Newton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Brian Arakpo. Able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. To throw on second down is Newton. Eluding the pressure, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's complete to Flainer. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll set up a throw. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. And he is knocked down from the side. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here. Buying time left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd down and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're going to look to throw. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll throw now on the final play. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down following the run. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right. All right, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Land it.
of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the... They'll run it now out of the gun. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The play clock's running down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 23. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. You got 4. Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They'll drop to throw. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tight end's right.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what's happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Saints are going to get a 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Carolina getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.